gradual progression and balance. That's what this week's title of the video is going to be called. This is my daily spiel of garbage to the camera. Welcome. So I'm going to talk to you about how you should be aiming for slow progression in important areas of your life, not quick, fast results. And I'll tell you why. For example, if you take running, if you value exercise as an important aspect of your life and running within that category, and you decide to become more fit and faster at running, you go out for some runs, you want to see results quickly, maybe you want to focus on the 5k and start seeing your 5k time go down. My advice to you would be, from my own personal experience, because that's all I'm ever going with, is to aim for slow, gradual progression, not fast progression. Because if you aim for fast progression, and this is what I've noticed in my life, when I chase down results, specific results, fast, is that I'm not able to hold on to them for very long, or I'm not able to hold on to the habit and the work to get those results. For example, say my 5k time, which it is right now, is 21 minutes, 21:30. Certainly in the course that I did it on with the beach, it's about 21:30. So let's say 21:30. I might be saying I want a sub 20 or perhaps even a sub 18, because I know I'm capable of that. I've done that before pretty fast. I might be impatient and I might want to see those results in the near future. I may react emotionally and decide to run every day, at least 4 or 5 times a week. And I want to maybe do a 5k time trial every week. I want to see that 5k go down and down. I want to see, sub 21. I want to see sub 20. I want to see sub 19. And I want to see that pretty soon, within the next 3 months. And that's very possible. And, if I do put in the work and, commit to running regularly, 4 or 5 times a week, it's very possible that I will be able to do that. But the problem is that I don't think it's the best idea, because first of all, there's a higher risk of injury. There's a higher risk of burnout. There is a very high and likely risk that by putting that much effort and energy into a very specific domain of your life, such as running, you will neglect other areas of your life. If you prioritize that, which you're going to need to do to get those short-term results, you're going to have to prioritize and sacrifice other things, which ultimately will lead to burnout, whether you're just tired or physically tired of running. You achieve those results. Aside from that, you may still feel well and motivated, but eventually you're going to have to slow down if the other areas of your life are being neglected, or you feel like they're being neglected. For example, let's think about your admin or your career, deadlines within that. If you haven't been nourishing them at a good enough level, taking care of it, or another area of your life, such as your social life or keeping in touch with your friends or family, in the past 3 months, eventually you're gonna hit a point where you're gonna start to feel out of balance, and the reason will be you've neglected a certain area of your life. And the reason you've neglected a certain area of your life is because you've been putting that amount of energy into the running domain. So while you're achieving these fast, great results, it does come at a cost in the short term. It comes at a cost of sacrifice and neglect from other areas of your life, and you will feel out of balance, and that is why it won't be sustainable, and that is why your results will only be, they will be good, but they will not be great. So what I suggest is you aim for gradual, slow improvement. In this way, it is sustainable. You're able to maintain the balance in your life, and you're able to maintain progress in multiple areas of your life at the same time. There's also a benefit. You will not burn out. You will not feel like you're burning out. You will not feel like you're focusing all of your energy in this one domain. You'll be able to continue it for longer. You'll be able to do less each week to achieve the same amount of results. You may only have to run 2 or 3 times a week to achieve the same 5k time. The only difference will be, instead of achieving it in 3 months, you will achieve it in 1 year, for example. But there are other benefits to achieving the time at a slower rate. And that is that it will feel more permanent. If you've run for a whole year and now you're a sub-18 5k runner, you'll be able to probably maintain, running 3 times a week for another year easy, and you will probably still improve. I think I'm repeating the same point there, I have to say. I think I'm just saying that, you can maintain that time and that level of fitness with less effort per week because you've extended it over a longer time. Yep, that's the emphasis I'm trying to make with that point. But yeah, so that was just an example why I think you should be aiming for slow, gradual improvement in an area of your life and not fast. Don't push the level of progress higher than you're gonna go out of balance in your life. Maintain equilibrium, maintain slow progress in multiple areas of your life, but don't push it so that you're neglecting a particular area. Because I think that balance is very important. For me personally, I'm not defined by one area of my life, or running, for example. I feel great when I achieve great running times. I feel great when I'm fit, but I do not feel great when this comes at a cost or I feel out of balance. I feel much better when I'm running 19 minutes for the 5k, but also on top of my admin, my career, having a social life, and meditating regularly, sleeping well. I feel bad when I'm a sub 17:30 runner, when I'm not on top of my admin or my social life has been neglected, for example. So it's all a very holistic approach, and I think that's very important, is to define your life through a number of metrics, not just one single one. I think you have to be honest with yourself. You have to understand what you find important and you value in your life. And if you're honest, I think you'll find that it's a number of things, and that's very normal. And you'll realize they work with each other, like synergistically. The more sociable you feel, the more sleep you get, the more the less stressed you are because you're on top of your admin, the more you will want to run and go out for runs and clear your head. They all work together, So view progress as your life in whole, compartmentalize, contributing every area of your life contributes to each other. It's a synergistic way to look at your life. You want to aim for slow, holistic progress in your whole life, not just one area. And of course, there will be times and there will be seasons where you want to focus more on one area, and that's just the spice of life, and that's great. Go with that, but don't let it go on too much. Eventually, you're gonna have to slow down on that progress and turn your attention more to another area just to get it back in balance. And then when you feel good about that area, you can then turn your attention back to another area, which is maybe now the new limiting factor. Yeah, I hope I'm speaking some sort of sense, or maybe it is just complete garbage, but yeah. So that is the point I want to make today. It's all about balance, aim for slow progress, sustainable slow progress, and yeah, stay balanced, and that's it. Thanks. I'm Thomas, and that is my weekly garbage. Thanks for listening.